Alright, podcast number 1. Alright, let's go. Straight into it. No nonsense, no bullshit. McGimpsey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you, Ian?
Good man. I'm alright.
Just establishing who you are.
Fucking boiling though.
It is boiling.
I'm literally sitting here through, like, next to a glass window and the sun is just hitting it directly. It is so hot.
Well, not as hot as the transfer business this week, Ian.
Oh, I like that. Oh, that's good. Nice little link.
Have you got the mystery bit?
Yeah, mystery bit. See, you haven't got a clue what I'm doing, have you?
No. I
Right.
really don't.
Well, we've got some time to kill. We're going to have a little quiz. That's what we're going to do.
Taking a piss?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not. Straight in there. Right.
What quiz?
It's different. It's different. You probably won't have done this before.
No.
Basically, can you name the top 200 Premier League goal scorers?
Are you joking?
Right.
Wait, what?
You're just gonna have to. You've got 20 minutes, right? We'll probably cut it down. I'm not gonna lie. We'll probably cut it down. You just gotta find names at me. There's 202 of them.
Okay.
Right, the top 200 Premier League goal scorers. 3, 2, 1, go. 5 names.
Drogba.
Drogba, he's got to be in there, hasn't he? Yeah, he's there.
Rooney.
104. Wayne Rooney, yeah.
Lukaku.
Lukaku, yeah.
Kane.
Harold Kane's in there.
Van Persie.
Robin Van Persie, and it's his birthday today, isn't it?
Dunno.
Happy birthday,
Happy
my dude.
birthday.
Go.
Torres.
El Nino, yeah.
Ronaldo.
CR7.
Tevez.
Ooh, dirty snake. Go on.
Aguero.
He's in there.
Lampard.
Frank Lampard, now manager, yeah.
Scholes.
Scholesy, yeah, he's in there. Oh, he's high.
Gerrard.
Stevie G. Slippy G, he's in there.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, Rude's out.
Berbatov.
Dimitar's out.
No, this is going to be a long time.
Oh, you'll
I
feel
wonder
it.
if,
We'll probably add more suspenseful sort of quiz show music in the background of this, don't we?
I wonder if Vardy's there yet.
Jamie Vardy. Yes, he is. He's having a party because he's in there.
Mahrez.
Riyad Mahrez. Yep, he's in there. It goes down to about 32 Premier League goals, so it's not that many. Who have you gone for?
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale. Well, I've just given you one in Denver Bar there because the stupid system accepts BA. So you've got 2 there. Gareth Bale's in there. So is Denver Bar.
God.
What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking after about it really.
You just got to like spit some names of big goal scorers. You haven't got the top one yet.
I haven't got the top one.
You haven't got the top goal scorer now in the Premier League era.
Oh, Shearer.
Oh shit! I probably give it away. That didn't it? Right, Alan Shearer. Yeah, he's out.
Liverpool.
Gary Lineker. No, Gary Lineker didn't play in the Premier League.
Did he not?
No, he was before the Premier League.
Oh shit, yeah, of course he was.
Late 80s.
I'm getting confused. Okay. Cole.
Which Cole?
The Cole.
The Cole.
Yeah, the Cole.
No. You got to give first name.
I forgot.
Oh my god! And you're a United fan. What is this?
Andy Cole.
Andy Cole. You better not be googling these.
No, I actually didn't do that.
I'll be very disappointed.
I thought it was Andy Cole, but I didn't want to put that. Okay,
What is on there?
Modric? Oh, that's a stretch.
Luka Modric, no.
That was a bit much. Heskey.
You're about a tenth of the way there.
Heskey.
Emil Heskey, yeah. Oh god, he's high.
Really?
He's got 110 Premier League goals.
Defoe?
He's in the 100 club. Jermaine Defoe. Yep, he's there.
Ben?
Darren Bent and Marcus Bent. Oh, there's a name you don't hear very often. What are you thinking? I'd try and go by club.
I can't think of that guy's name.
That's the name of the game. You've got to name them. Names everywhere. Come on.
Maybe I've gone blank.
Who?
I've gone blank.
You've gone blank? Oh my god.
How many have I got?
24
Oh god.
out of 202.
Have you done Aguero?
Aguero, yeah, he's on there. You've already done him.
Walcott.
Who? Theo Walcott?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on there. 68.
Wow. No, Becker.
Golden Balls is in there. 62. Scored less goals than Theo Walcott.
Owen.
Michael Owen, yeah. Number 8 on the list.
Wilshere?
Jack Wilshere, no. Not on there. Of course he ain't, he can't even play. He's fucking injured every day. There's a reason they called him Jack Wheelchair, you know.
Oh no, that's the second to storage as well. Backlog.
Oh, are you going for storage?
Yeah, he might have done it. He had a good season.
I bet he's on there. Yeah, he's on there. Daniel Sturridge on there. Yep, Philippe Coutinho at 41 goals. Sadio Mane, yeah, 44. For the Senegalese. Remember, Premier League era, so you're talking 1992 to the present.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of
I'll give you
Henry.
a clue. You've got 2.5 minutes left. Thierry Henry is on there, number 4. No, number 5, sorry.
How many of the top 5 I've got?
All of them. How does that help you anyway?
Oh, I've got a call.
Fuck you call.
Wait,
Get professional.
one sec. Hello?
What the fuck is this?
I'll just stop.
Fucking answering a phone call. You're in a You're in the middle of a game show on a podcast.
Okay, sounds good.
Get off the fucking phone.
Hello?
Oh my god, get off the phone. You're in the middle of a game show on a fucking podcast.
Right.
Get with it. You've got 90
I
seconds.
think
I ain't stopping for you. Who?
I give up.
You give up? Oh my god, I'm actually going to press give up. That's terrible. Do you want to know how many you got?
28.
Oh, you done better than your low estimation. 32.
That's not bad.
You got 16%. When the average is 39%. It's not great, is it? It's not that great.
Oh, God. Hazard. Fucking hell.
Eden Hazard. Yeah. I mean, Teddy Sheringham, Dwight York, Ian Wright, Giggsy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Dennis Bergkamp. I'm just giving you a selection of names now. Yaya Toure, Alexis Sanchez,
Oh, fucking hell.
Christian Benteke, David Silva, Juan Mata, Ashley Young, even Little P, Chicharito, Javier Hernandez,
How could I... Oh, can we
Mohamed
do this again
Salah.
another time?
Marwan Fellaini.
Really?
Yeah, 37 Premier League goals
What a legend.
for the big Belgian bastard. Hey. Right. Now this is the bad news that you're not going to like.
What?
We're going to be doing these every week between the three of us, and whichever guests happen to get on this, we're going to do a few of these over the course
quizzes?
of the season. Yeah. They're fun shit like that.
Well,
Right.
Prepared, man. I was going to Google it.
We're gonna tot all the points up, and whoever gets the least over the course of however many podcasts we'll do has to do a very, very embarrassing bad forfeit.
What else if we do this forever?
I don't know what it'll be,
We might
but
be
it'll
retired
be
by the time we stop doing it.
pretty embarrassing.
What do you mean by the end of the year?
It could be by the end of the year, it could be by the end of the month. I haven't decided yet.
Whoa. Wait, does that count?
Oh, that counts, yeah. But if you want to put a positive spin on things, you're 32 points ahead of everybody else.
Oh, yeah. No, that's it.
So,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You're kind of winning there, aren't you?
Yeah. I should have done better.
Okay.
Though. That was awful.
Fun little thing to start off with. That was okay, actually.
Okay. So, news of the week.
Well, what's happened this week? What's the most notable thing? Probably
Community Shield.
Community Shield. Do you want to go with that?
Yeah, City winning 2-0. Aguero, both goals.
Yeah, I mean, did you watch it? No, did you
No.
fuck?
But I watched.
I mean, you knew we were going to do this, and you still didn't watch
I
it.
was probably working, to be fair.
Nah, you need to quit work there, don't you? Then you need to quit.
Well, by the looks of it, City look like City.
Well, you see, everybody says this, don't they? Really?
But then again, it is Queen Shield. And then,
I mean-
didn't Arsenal beat? Was it who beat them last time? Was it Arsenal?
Beat who?
Didn't someone beat? What happened last Community Shield?
2017, it would have been Chelsea versus Arsenal, wasn't it?
Oh, they weren't even in it. Okay, ignore me.
I don't know.
Shit.
I'll ignore you.
Right.
Anyway, we're not on about last year, we're on about this year.
Well, I don't know. It's early days.
Right, Guardiola, come on, what do you make of him? I mean, you're a United fan. What's your honest to God opinion of Pep Guardiola and the job he's done at City over the past 2 seasons?
Pretty good, to be fair.
Pretty good. Do you want to give it a bit more colour, a bit more detail there?
Well, I think he was just putting the pieces together the first season. And I think...
Right, what pieces are they? Are we talking about players? Are we talking about a system?
Mentality. I distinctly believe mentality makes winners. That's why...
I mean...
Because I think Ferguson went and left and fell apart. I think Ferguson drilled something into his players.
But to be fair, Alex Ferguson left. The last team that Alex Ferguson had, they won the Premier League by about 10 points.
Yeah, then they crashed and burned.
Yeah, but the winning mentality must have been there with the players, because David Moyes inherited the same squad. He brought one more face in.
I feel like he does something. I don't know. When I was watching United just go on that bad patch, I just felt like it must be something in the head and the mentality. Because
I mean, United may be an outlier because obviously Alex Ferguson, he's been there. He was there for every single player's career.
Exactly.
They had only known Alex Ferguson as their manager.
Came in with Ferguson. I mean, he didn't leave with Ferguson, but the last really successful season was with Ferguson.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that.
And I think how Arsenal do may also show that. I don't know.
Well, we'll get on to Arsenal later. Don't worry about that. We're focusing on Community Shield, though. I mean, the thing about Chelsea is they've brought a new manager in Maurizio Sarri, right? There's this fascination with Sarri ball, isn't there? It's a buzzword that's going around now. I mean, if you watch Napoli last season, they did play brilliant football. They did. It was good to watch. As a neutral, you could really appreciate the style of play that Napoli played. I mean, they played City in the Champions League last season, and Pep Guardiola said that it was probably the best side that he'd ever faced. And this is a guy that's played everybody.
I don't know. I mean, Chelsea have always just got on with it with new managers. So, I don't know. It's probably just...
But the thing that separates Sarri from the crop of Mourinho, Conte, Big Phil Scolari is that he hasn't won a trophy. He has not won a trophy in his managerial career.
No.
I mean, Roman Abramovich and Chelsea Football Club are known for just solid winning trophies. That is their blueprint. That's their philosophy. Doesn't matter about the style of play or the football. As long as you win the trophy, you are safe. If you don't win a trophy in your first season, you're out.
Yeah, it's a very brutal club. I
mean, how brutal Abramovich is. Carlo Ancelotti won the Premier League, and he got sacked for not winning the Champions League that season.
Well, what was his name? Who won the Champions League?
Roberto Di Matteo.
And he got sacked. I mean, what else can you...
Yeah, he's not a name, is he? But he won them their only Champions League in the club's history. I mean, did that mean nothing?
Yeah, it's a big, big thing.
It's difficult. But, I mean, us as Manchester United fans, we've experienced this, haven't we? The sort of, the transition periods that the teams have had from going from one manager and their distinct style of play, and then them getting sacked, bringing in a new face, bringing in new players, and bringing in a new system and a new way of playing football. It takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not at United, nothing's stuck, has it, really? I mean, it's just... There's been improvement, but not... I don't know. No one's been, near. I mean, Mourinho got second, but it was... You sort of wondered how. I mean, sometimes.
I mean, last season, the football was lethargic. It really was. I mean, some of the games were terrible to watch in terms of the attacking play. But, I mean, if you just cycle back a couple of years, right? Ferguson retires. David Moyes comes in. He's got his own style of play that he needs to play, because you're not just going to pick up where a manager's left off. It's going to have to change. I mean, that's a big job. And we saw it turn into an absolute fucking shit show. It was terrible, weren't it? I mean, they finished 7th.
It was.
Then in comes Louis van Gaal after the World Cup. He brings in a completely new style of football, very possession-oriented. Keep the ball, pass the ball around. We'll unlock the defence. It takes time, but we'll unlock the defence, and in that one chance, we will score from it. We'll be clinical. Which, yeah, it got us back into the Champions League. But the fans hated it, and they went.
Well,
the thing is...
He was... I mean, you got an FA Cup as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. But an FA Cup, what does that mean anyway? These days, what does that mean?
Not a lot. But what I'm saying
Anyway,
is,
we've gone.
it's gone from, like, this is the worrying thing I've seen is, I mean, it's pre-season, but the possession stats have been awful.
Hmm.
I mean, I know it's what you do with it, but it's been low for every game.
Yeah.
And, like, unless you're gonna be fucking really sensational and counter-attacking, it's gonna cause issues.
Yeah, it's hard to build a counter-attacking team, but we've gone off tangent anyway. We're talking about Chelsea here.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's gone from banal possession till the opposite. So I don't know. But yeah, carry on. Chelsea.
Chelsea, right. So, do you think that it's going to be more of a transition period to play Sarri's style of football compared to Antonio Conte's three at the back system? Do you think they're going to have to give this manager more time than any other in the Abramovich era?
I mean, what is
to make it work?
What is his system?
What, Sarri ball?
Yeah.
It's very. You play out from the back, which is why they're probably looking at keepers like Kepa from Bilbao and Jordan Pickford and Jack Butland. They like to play out from the back, four at the back, controlling midfield. I mean, did they play a 4-3-3? They might have played a 4-3-3 in the Charity Shield. I can't remember now. But it's very much a fluid style of passing football.
Do you know where they finished last season? In Napoli.
Who, Chelsea?
Napoli.
Napoli, they came second, didn't they?
That's not bad.
I mean, they were challenging Juventus for the Serie A title up until the final four games. I think they lost against Juve in that sort of like playoff to decide which way the league's going to swing.
I don't think they're gonna be anywhere near challenging. I think they'll be about 4th or 5th, realistically. Because
I mean, it's going to be a struggle, innit? I mean, as of recording, whenever this goes out, it's either going to be deadline day today or it'll be deadline day tomorrow. As of recording, they've only brought in Jorginho and Robert Green, right? We all know Rob Green's not going to play. It's the same situation as Manchester United bringing in Lee Grant from Stoke. It's just another backup.
I mean,
that's probably going to get 4 games.
There's probably going to be a swap of the keepers. I mean, not swap, but one's going to go out, one's going to come in. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you look at the situation of Thibaut Courtois. I mean, the Chelsea fans, looking on Twitter today, the Chelsea fans, they rinse their hands of him. The attitude that he's showing in training, not turning up, going AWOL, essentially. The Chelsea fans are like, okay, fuck off. If you don't want to play for us, don't play for us. We'll bring in someone.
I guess it's just.
What do you think of players going AWOL? Do you think it's acceptable?
I mean, but in the day, they're going like that so they can get a move. So it's sort of like, even if you go, oh yeah, bye then. I mean, it's sort of what they want anyway. So they sort of get what they want.
I mean, the actual attitude though, missing training, not telling your manager, your brand new manager by the way, not telling them that you're not coming in. Basically, it's like a school kid skiving off, isn't it, for the day? It's not petty and it's childish.
You should get probably fined. I mean,
it's not what you like to see, is it?
You get paid enough, and if you want to move, but just hand in the request and say it.
Yeah.
If most managers,
I mean,
if you tell them, they're gonna just let you move because
yeah,
they don't want you to be not asked all season, especially when you're the number one goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, we've got what 2 days to go as of recording in the summer transfer window, shut in unbelievably early. I mean, the majority of Premier League clubs voted for this, and now we're seeing the majority of Premier League clubs fucking just coming out and saying, well, I don't know why I voted for this. You do know. You voted for it. Deal with it.
Yeah. Just need to deal with it. So maybe we should just go through the transfers so far.
Yeah, come on. All right, season preview, transfers. Let's go.
Well, let's start with Tottenham, because they've got none. I mean, that's a bit odd. Because...
I mean, it's a situation. I mean, we've seen it before, haven't we? We've seen it with Arsenal sort of 10 years ago when they come in, they get rid of Highbury. Nice emotional farewell, right?
They got no money, do they?
They build the Emirates. They come in. They've had to come out to the fans to say, look, we can't really spend the cash as much as we want to. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sort of do a bit of wheeling and dealing for the next few years while we pay off the stadium. Obviously, Spurs have got their new stadium. I mean, it probably won't be ready till the second league game of the season.
It's just a bit damaging. I mean...
What, the lack of investment?
Yeah, because you end up... What Arsenal did is they ended up just falling behind, and they're never regained. They were just never close. I mean, the closest they got was that season where they were first a few years ago until Christmas, and they just collapsed. But...
To be fair to them, though, in sort of the first sort of 4 seasons, Arsene Wenger, I mean, it's a job that I think goes without any sense of achievement, really. I think it goes under the radar because, the players that he brought in, he managed to turn that squad of, your Manuel Almunias, your Marouane Chamaks, your Nicholas Bentners, and they were consistently hitting top 4 and getting Champions League football every year. Yeah. I mean, it from the sounds of it now, it sounds like an absolute masterclass from Arsene Wenger, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think Tottenham will be fine this season, but they need transfers next season.
They are.
They've got a starting 11, which is good enough, but if there's an injury to Kane or an injury to Dele Alli or Ericsson, they're going to be in trouble because they don't have depth. And that's what they don't even need big signings. They just needed some nice small signings.
Well, I mean, they have been linked with Jack Grealish from Aston Villa since the end of last season. It still hasn't happened yet, but talks are still going on. Do you think this is an example of Daniel Levy just sort of trying to get the best deal, not having to spend as much as he probably should do?
Possibly. Maybe he doesn't even care if he buys him or not, because he's just saving the money. But realistically, I mean, I think Spurs are more like to lose a player than buy one.
Well, it's the conundrum with Tottenham, isn't it? Because we all rave about Maurizio Pochettino doing his job, don't we? But at the end of the day, that first team has been established for 3 years, Yeah. He came in, Harry Kane came in, took the lead role from Adebayor. Danny Rose came in. Well, I mean, he was there already, weren't he? But you have that fixed starting 11 practically for the past 2 seasons at least, haven't you? Figures like Lloris, Danny Rose, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen, Heung-min Son. It's the same team for 2 years, isn't it? And then when you look at the options they have from the bench, Harry Winks, Lucas Moura, yeah, they are good, but there's not enough of them, is there? Do you reckon Jack Grealish would do well at Spurs?
I think he'd do alright. I just think, do
you think he'd get the chance to?
Probably in cups matches and when they're rotating, but I don't know. Not a lot, no. But you'd get games, but not enough. But in summary, considering we're just going on transfers, Tottenham have been rubbish because they haven't had any. So there we are, I guess.
Well, you've got to give them a 0, haven't you? They've not done it. They've done nothing.
I mean, it could be minus if they lose players.
Yeah, if they're gonna lose Alderweireld to Manchester United, if they're gonna lose Danny Rose if anybody comes in, or Moussa Dembele, who's been linked with like the whole range of the Italian top flight, really, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
This one, it's a minus.
Rubbish. So
spend your dough, Spurs. Spend your dough.
Right. spending dough. United, let's go on to that. They haven't. I mean,
they haven't spent as much, have they, this year, as compared to previous seasons?
No. I mean,
just
let's go through them. I mean, Lee Grant was just a backup keeper. We know that.
Yeah, we'll skip Lee Grant. We've done the Robert Green talk. Lee Grant is just the same, so we'll skip Lee Grant. Although I will give him credit because in pre-season I watched all of United's pre-season games when they've been on tour in America, and every game that he's featured in, he's done okay. So as a backup, he's fine.
Romero's good. I mean,
Romero's good. He's been injured, which is why Lee Grant's been featuring as much as he has done.
Romero could be he could easily be a first keeper.
Exactly. Romero is probably the
but
best second choice keeper in the Premier League.
Yeah, but there we are. So, next we've got Fred.
Let's go Fred.
Fred the Red.
Right, around the £50 million mark from Shakhtar Donetsk.
It's
another coup, really, isn't it? I mean, Manchester City were linked with him throughout the January window. We've stolen a march on them again, like we did with Sanchez in the January window. How do you think Fred will fit into Jose Mourinho's system?
I think it's going to be Matic, Fred and Pogba. And I think Fred's gonna hopefully loosen Pogba a bit, but hopefully at the same time, I think he's good going forwards and he's got good passes by the looks of it. He plays well.
I mean, he didn't feature in the World Cup, Fred. I don't think he played a minute. I don't know if that's right. I may be wrong, but I don't think he played a minute. I think he was just constantly on the bench for Brazil. Didn't feature in the World Cup, but plays positive for United. There's no real fatigue worry or injury worry, is there?
No, it's hard to judge. Really. I'm not going to say he's the best midfielder in the world.
No.
But I think he'll do a job this season. I think he'll do well. I think he'll do well.
I mean,
I think he'll do
it adds to the squad depth.
Herrera did when he was like when he was in first choice for the season.
Well, there's another question in itself, isn't it? What happens to Ander Herrera?
I think it's just a depth thing.
Do you think he'll be able to provide good competition for the likes of Ander Herrera, Marouane Fellaini, and Scott McTominay?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
I think Fellaini's just a plan B or C option when Mourinho wants him, I think.
Well, there's been a lot of shit talk, basically, about Fellaini. Should he have been allowed to sign a new contract? Should he have just left on a free when the chance was there? I mean,
I don't know. Right,
you're a United fan. Answer me this: Did you want Fellaini in your club for this coming season? Yes or no?
I mean, I don't mind, man. I mean, if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. If he helps.
But then, what's the point in having him sitting there on the hefty wage bill that he's on? He's probably on about £100,000, £110,000 a week.
I think Fellaini's just good for when you need him to do sort of job. He's been used effectively before.
Yeah.
And he has scored important goals. And he has played well. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't think he's going to be first choice. I mean, I hope he's not first choice. But I think Fred and Herrera are going to be played. I think Fred will be played more, but I think Herrera will get pretty much equally played. And I think Fred will be good. I think he's going to be good.
Well, we hope he's going to be good. I mean, a lot of United fans wouldn't agree with your opinion, would they, about keeping Fellaini? Most of them are very vocal about the Belgian.
What, man? Like, just life's too short, man. I mean, he always looks happy when he scores, and it's every time I see him score, I'm like, man, what a goal!
He probably looks happy because he's on a hefty dough.
Yeah, but he looks so like passionate, like it's real. It's real, man, when Fellaini scores.
Well, I remember going to Old Trafford for the semi-final of the EFL Cup against Hull City a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was when, Marouane Fellaini, he came on as a substitute, and the United end booed him. It was the only one of those very rare times that a United player gets booed by their own. And he scored a header, or it was a rebound from Juan Mata's shot. Yeah. And the crowd went mad. It was almost like ironic. It was almost like they were taking the piss with their applause. And I remember him going to Jose Mourinho, and Mourinho, he was loving it. It was a brilliant celebration from him.
He loves it.
This most passionate of hugs, and it was like a message to the crowd saying, he's here to stay. He's important when he needs to be. You stick by your own, and you fucking, when they wear that red shirt, you wear it with pride.
There you go. That's so I think you've summed that up brilliantly. I think Fellaini's he does what he does, and I've got happy memories for him. I mean, I've seen him score Old Trafford. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So let's move on.
Next player. Diogo Dalot, FC Porto, £18 million.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have a Scooby-Doo.
I mean, I don't blame you because he only started playing professional football for the first team of FC Porto in February of this year. No, I swear to you.
Professional
February
football.
This year was his professional debut.
I mean, hopefully he comes on well and he's good and he's attacking and he's exciting.
But remember, Eric Bailly, when we signed Eric Bailly from Villarreal, he only had one season of first team football. And he's the best defender by a country mile.
Oh, yeah, he's great. So I think, fuck it, yeah, why not?
I mean, Antonio Valencia is aging. Let's be honest, he is aging.
I think that's why he got him, because he's going to... I don't feel like he's going to start every week, but I think he's just going to try and wheel him in. And he's going to probably get a lot of cup appearances.
Yeah, I think he'll be used on a rotation basis, won't he, this season? And then if
Valencia's been fine.
Either doesn't perform or he leaves to another club or whatever, Dalot will be there as the main right back, I should think, from next season onwards.
Yeah. So there we are. That's United summed up, I think.
No, we haven't. Because they still want a centre-back.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 days left till deadline day. Right, I'll give you a straight choice. All right, we'll play the hypothetical game. If you could pick one of 3 options, right, you've got to give me your option that you want to partner Eric Bailly and why. Okay, do you understand?
Yeah.
Right. Option A, Toby Alderweireld of Spurs for £50 million. Option B, Harry Maguire from Leicester for £75 million. Or, your third option, Yerry Mina from Barcelona for £30 million. Who do you pick? Go.
Maguire.
Put you on the spot.
Maguire, because one, he's got Prem experience. I mean, I know. He's younger. He's got Prem experience. He's been there. He's done that. He had a good World Cup. He's English. Fuck it, you know. We all love them English players.
Right. A pet peeve of mine is...
I'm not going off because he's English, but I'm saying he's had a good World Cup. A very good World
Yeah.
Cup. And he's been good. He scored against us. That was annoying, but I'll let him off if he joins.
Right, that leads me to a pet peeve of mine, right? People who are fucking... We all know these fake football fans, right? They come in and they come out. They're mostly on Twitter. You'll be able to find them. These killer Keens and... Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, we've seen these football Twitter accounts, haven't we? They're fucking poisonous. These are the kind of people that say, "Oh, Harry Maguire, he's only had one good season, hasn't he?" Well, no, he hasn't. If you remember, if you've watched football, you remember in the season before for Hull City, he had a good season then.
Hull were decent.
Well, they got relegated, so they couldn't have been that decent.
They were decent before that. I mean, I think he's fine, man. I mean, he seems to be good at headers, and I think he'd be good for us for corners. Okay,
I'll give you another question then. Who do you think is most likely to sign for Manchester United before the deadline?
Maguire.
Maguire. Okay, well, I'm going Alderweireld because I think he is one of the best defenders in the league, and I think with not long left on his contract, I think a deal will be done. Someone will break. Right.
Yeah.
One red shirt, two the other.
I mean, I'll be happy
Liverpool.
with these, to be fair. Whatever.
Right. Liverpool's transfer business. They've basically gone on a madness, haven't they?
They've gone for depth, and that's what they really needed. To be fair.
Quality in depth as well.
I mean, they've got a new keeper. They've broke the record, haven't they? For a keeper.
Alisson Becker, yeah. 65 million? 66?
It's a lot of money, but
I mean, I think it'll be broken again before the end of the window. Well, I'll talk about that later. Go on, keep going.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much. I mean, he didn't play a lot in the World Cup, did he?
No, it was Edison mainly, weren't it? But you know what I mean. When it's
yeah.
two brilliant goalkeepers to choose from.
Yeah.
I think Tite chose correctly. Edison won the Premier League.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, I mean, I didn't get to see him there. I mean, I haven't seen him before that, so I'm not gonna.
Got to the Champions League semi-final with Roma though. I mean, they beat Barcelona. It was a memorable night, that was.
But yeah, Roma's a good team, so they're not gonna have a shit keeper. But I mean, Liverpool have always had shit keepers for ages, so.
It does feel like plugging a massive hole, doesn't
mean,
it? It feels like one of the final pieces.
They've always had keepers that just fuck up all the time.
Mignolet, Karius.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with Karius.
I mean, he was never going to start in the first team again, was he? I mean, it's just too much. It's too much when you go from a Champions League final performance like that. I mean, concussion or not, I don't care, Liverpool fans. You want to moan about concussion? It's 3 months ago, just about. Let it go. Do you know what I mean?
I just feel
he has had a couple of clangers in pre-season as well.
Yeah, against like
Tranmere.
Yeah,
I think
rubbish.
his confidence looks shattered. I can't see him playing for Liverpool again. In all honesty,
I think he's a broken man. I just think, yeah, it's good because they've had shit keepers. I mean, there we are. I think that's the top and bottom of it. I mean, we see how good he is. Sakiri.
Jordan, yeah. I mean, it's for £13.5 million.
Good.
I'm surprised that many, if not all, of the big six in the Prem haven't gone to sign Shaqiri because for a cheap price like that, it's squad depth at its best, isn't it?
He's a good squad player. I can't fault that. He's good for depth.
I mean, do you know what I mean? A situation where you've got Mohamed Salah plays on the right wing. If he needs to come off in the 75th minute, right?
Yes,
you look to the bench. Oh, you've got Xherdan Shaqiri.
He's not going to start realistically with that front three, but he's going to be good for when they need to rotate. And they're going to try.
He'll do a job for him, won't he?
They got Champions League again. You got FA Cup. You got League Cup. You've got everything, so you need to just be fighting on all fronts, I guess. So yeah, good. He's been good.
Yeah. Naby Keita. Let's go, Naby Keita.
And he's Prem proven, so you get what you're buying with him.
Yeah, right. Naby Keita, Red Bull Leipzig.
I mean,
signed last season.
I think he's going to be good.
He's promising. I mean, I was shocked. He's only 22.
Yeah. I mean, I
thought he was older than that.
I had him on my career mode. He was sick.
Yes, career mode favourite.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he's good because of his career mode. But Leipzig have done good. They got promoted and they finished second, I think, when they first came in.
Yeah, they've had a good couple of years under the Red Bull investment, haven't they?
They've been top.
They were top for a long time. I think it was up until the Christmas period last year, wasn't it?
That's just impressive against Bayern.
I mean, I haven't seen much of Naby Keita play, but from what I can gauge from Liverpool fans that I speak to, he is a brilliant player. He's already started like a house on fire. They're going to love him. I mean, a fan favourite. It's what everybody wants, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So,
right.
Fabinho.
Right. This is one that I have on my career mode most years.
He was linked to United for a while.
Oh God, he's been linked for about 3 years, hasn't he?
It was supposedly him or Matic. But Monaco have always produced good players.
Yeah, he's versatile as well. I mean, you can play him at the base of the diamond in the midfield. You can play him as a holding midfielder just ahead of your centre backs. You can even play him at right back.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's a very good option to have in your squad.
You just got to see how he adapts. I mean, we saw how with Chelsea and what's his name, Bakayoko.
Yeah, I mean, he had a dud season, didn't he? He had a dud season.
By the sounds of it. So, I don't know. We've got to see how he adapts, but yeah, good sign.
Right, there's probably a reason why we're not doing table predictions is because there's a video coming on YouTube on that, so we'll skip over that.
Yeah.
Let's go to City. Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez.
I don't know, man. Mahrez has probably gone there to win a title.
£65 million for basically a squad player. I mean, this is serious cash being thrown now, isn't it?
It was odds. So, I think, he's a good squad player. He's probably there for some money and a title.
Right. If you look at the right wing positions that City have got now, you've got Raheem Sterling, who should be starting. He should be starting. You've got Bernardo Silva, who I think should be played in the middle because watching him in the Charity Shield, he was electric. And now you've got Riyad Mahrez. You can't keep three people happy if they're playing for one position, can you?
No. Sterling realistically should get that every day of the week.
Is it a problem? As far as I'm concerned, the more squad players you have in your squad, the better your chances are.
I won't moan, but it's just what's he going to be used for? You've got a stacked squad, and I don't know. But if he wants to go there for some money and to get another Prem title, which is weird when you think about it, it'd be a second one.
Well, it'll be the first time a team has retained the Premier League title since Manchester United in 2009.
Yeah, I'm going to use that point.
It's a long time, but spoiler for the YouTube video, I can't see anybody catching them.
Well, I'm using that point because City have never back-to-back one title. So, but yeah, anyway.
Right.
So Mahrez, I don't know, fuck it. Whatever.
I think he'll do well. With the minutes that he gets, I think he'll take his chances and he'll do a job.
City just thought, we've got this stacked squad, we've got good players. Really?
The thing is, City plan. They plan what they want to do in the future. They've got a list of players in terms of transfers, infrastructure with the academy. Every single thing. City have got this thing of forward-thinking planning that is down to a T.
Yeah. And
I think many other clubs should be looking at City as a blueprint for how to run a football club because they've got it bang on perfect.
Yeah. So, moving on.
Gunners,
right.
Oh my
God. Firstly, I'd like to make the point, they've lost players, which I think they could have. I think they should have kept Wilshere, realistically.
Jack Wilshere, okay, gone to West Ham United
because
on a free transfer as well.
He was at Bournemouth and he's good. Wasn't he? Didn't he play? Where was he? Was he at Arsenal last season? I'm lost.
Yeah.
And he was
basically an injury-free season for the first time in God knows how many years, probably in his career.
He seemed to be a player that actually, he tried.
He had a good start, didn't he? He had a good first half of the season.
He tried. So
came up to January and then he just sort of fell from the radar, didn't he?
I think it's just a loss. I'm not for first choice, but for a squad player, I think.
Well, he had a meeting with Unai Emery, and he was brutally honest with him. He told him basically, "I'm not going to feature you in the first team as much as you'd like to." Wilshere was like, "Okay, then, fair enough. I respect you for that, but I'll be on my way.
Well,
I'll let my contract run down.
That's fair enough. Because that is,
I mean,
that
you've
is a
right.
realistic
Next,
thing. So
the next one you've put down,
Mertesacker gone.
Per Mertesacker. I mean, what in God's name are you thinking?
I mean, he's lost. Yeah, he's got his 32 pace, whatever it is.
Remember, he's still at the football club. He's the head of Arsenal's academy.
I mean,
now.
he's trash. I wouldn't have him training my players.
I mean, as a defender, I think he was a brilliant defender.
I don't know, man.
I think he was definitely not suited to the Premier League and the pace and physicality you
Jesus
need. But
Christ,
I think as a
no.
defender,
Right.
I think he's got a lot to offer the young kids.
I don't think they've lost anything. And Cazorla, I mean, they couldn't have done a lot about that, but he was good.
It's a sad story, Cazorla is really, isn't it? I mean, the guy's been plagued by injuries.
Yeah, he was really good. So,
But I mean, he's gone to Villarreal and he started a game for the first time.
Arsenal needed some fucking players, man. They are a state.
Well, they needed some quality players. They have players. They needed some good players.
I mean, they've got, right. They've got a new goalkeeper.
Bernd Leno from Bayer Leverkusen. Quite a cheap price, actually. Sort of around 20 to 25 million pound.
I mean, I presume he's quite good.
Right, I'll give you a stat now. I think for the mistakes made by keepers in the Bundesliga last season, Bernd Leno was second top.
Right, that's good. That's good to hear. But,
Is it? What, second top of keepers to make mistakes?
yeah, because, you know, I want to see the Arsenal fan TV shit, man.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we're not going to plug Arsenal Fan TV. They get enough sponsorship shit enough as it is.
But it's funny.
Robbie's got a new fucking kitchen by now.
It'd be funny to watch. Because
I do want to see the guys lose their
Czech
shit.
he hasn't got long left.
I mean, they're losing their shit already.
I mean, they're losing their shit about Czech, so if he comes in and fucks up, then it's, you know, get your popcorn out. So, I don't know. I guess he'll be... is he an improvement on Czech, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you look at Petr Cech, he's had a brilliant career in the Premier League. He'll go down as one of the best keepers to ever grace the league. But, do you know what I mean? There always comes a time when you've just got to say, this is it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's aged, I mean, how old is he now? He must be going on for 34.
He's getting old, yeah.
He's getting old, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's not going to be as sharp as he was when he was 24 at Chelsea.
No.
He's had his time. They need to bring someone in. It's just a natural handing over of the baton to a new goalkeeper, and to be honest, they needed it.
For him, he just needs to not fuck up, man, because he'll have some haters.
I think he needs to get a run of games. I mean, we still don't know who the number one is yet. Emery's sort of rotated them in pre-season, so Leno could still be on the bench and Cech could still be number one. We don't know that yet.
I think... Oh, I don't know. I guess it's a risk, maybe. I don't know. But what can you do?
I mean, they needed to get someone in, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
They needed someone.
Cech was... He's getting old, man. He's not as fast as he used to be. He's not as good as he used to be.
They've brought in a keeper, right. One place they did need to fix up was the defensive midfield. How many years has everyone gone on and said, Arsenal needs somebody like Patrick Vieira?
Yeah, it's hard to find.
It was probably since Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, it was. But it's
right,
Coquelin
Lucas Torreira.
Everyone was raving about him for a bit, and then he went to shit, and then Xhaka came.
Who's this?
Coquelin.
Oh, Coquelin. Oh, God.
And then Xhaka came in and was like, oh, he's sick, he's a good start, and then now they all hate him again. So
yeah, Xhaka hasn't done
so
good, has he?
Is this,
He'll probably get a new chance, though. He might even revitalise himself under Emery.
Maybe. So this is the man with the huge name. I can take it.
No, it's not. No, that's another player.
No?
Yeah?
Who? Lynchstyle?
The midfielder. Socrates ain't the midfielder.
No.
Lucas Torreira from Sampdoria.
Oh, okay.
See, you ain't got him in your notes, have you? You ain't put him down on the notes.
No, I didn't.
No, see, it's good job I know what I'm talking about. Right, Lucas Torreira, Sampdoria. Did you watch Uruguay in the World Cup?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you remember Lucas Torreira's name cropping up?
Vaguely.
He's a feisty one. I mean, that was the only time I've watched him, but he looked like a midfielder that's hungry, passionate, tracks the ball down, wins it, and isn't afraid to give in a tackle or two. And they need that, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, you've got it, bro, and they need some brick shit house, like fucking people up, man.
They're like paper, aren't they? They fucking fold quicker than a piece of A4.
They need that, like, Matic or... Like,
They ain't having Matic. You
they need,
fucking
like,
stay away from
Vidic
Matic, Emery.
as a central defence midfielder. Like, someone who's gonna go, fuck you.
I wouldn't have trusted Vidic in the midfield. Really.
Him if he was a central defenseman.
If he could, if he could pass the ball,
his mentality and his, like, you know, he'll fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. This defender, right? How the fuck are we going to say this? Right. Socrates Papastathopoulos. There we go.
I thought he was a midfielder.
No, he's a defender.
I thought that. What? Are you sure?
What? Socrates from Dortmund.
Yeah.
Have you not played career mode? He's a centre back.
Oh my god! I'm not gonna.
My friend, come on. You're out of touch.
I actually am. Oh, right.
I mean, right, quickly, because we've got to move on from Arsenal. Socrates, do you know much about him?
No, he's old though, isn't he?
He's old. Right, we'll leave it at old. He's old. There you go. Right. Chelsea.
Lichtsteiner.
Jorginho.
Lichtsteiner.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, we'll do Lichtsteiner quickly.
Juventus.
Right. Free transfer from Juventus, 31, 32. Will he play games?
This is the problem. They've got old-ass motherfuckers that aren't going to be there for long.
But it could give Hector Bellerin some defensive experience because last season he was bombing forward, and I mean the way that DT lost his shit about him on AFTV, he's gone into Bellerin left, right, and centre.
But maybe they'll just get fucking like the shit ripped out of them with all these fast defenders around. No, strikers.
What do you think Lichtsteiner's going to start ahead of Bellerin then?
Oh no. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just think it's useless. But what do I know? Chelsea.
It's a free transfer. You can't really go wrong, can you?
No,
right, Chelsea. Jorginho.
Napoli.
Rating. Yeah, from Napoli.
So the managers thought, yeah, I'll take you. Which probably says a lot, I guess.
I mean, Manchester City were heavily in for Jorginho, weren't they? Chelsea have just gone and stolen a march.
Whoa. I mean, the manager's obviously gone, I'm going Chelsea and I want you to come with me. So, there you go. Helps.
Would you be worried, if you're a City fan, would you be worried that these big clubs, I mean, if you're linked with a target, like they were with Fred, Sanchez and Jorginho, they were linked with them, they were relentlessly pursuing them, and then another club, your rival club, goes in and snatches them right at the death?
I don't know.
Surely that's a worry and a cause for concern.
I feel like Pep doesn't want to overpay. And he knows he's got such a good squad, if he doesn't buy anyone, he's fine. So I don't think I'd be worried. But at the same time, like, it's like United when they used to get, like, big fucking names after not finishing 4th or 7th or 3rd. And they'd get, like, Pogba and Falcao and Di Maria.
We don't need to mention these.
But they were big names. You know what I mean? We attract.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess it may be. But there's never been anyone like huge, so I guess we'll see how it goes.
He had the best pass completion rate for anybody in the top 5 European leagues last season, Jorginho, for Napoli.
That's good. And Napoli did well, so I presume he's a big part of that.
Good to hear. Right, the latest transfer news. It's not confirmed yet. I don't know if it will, but I don't know if it'll go through. Mateo Kovacic from Real Madrid to join on a season-long loan with an option to buy. What do you make of Kovacic?
What I've seen of him, he seems alright.
He looks alright, doesn't he?
I was actually like, I looked at him and I thought, He played in the World Cup, didn't he? For Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia. Yeah. I mean, all the way to the final.
Yeah, and he looked. I get why Madrid is selling because they're probably interested in like the biggest of the big now. But I mean, I'd take him. Actually, I wouldn't. I think I'd confuse him. But
I'll rate him.
I think for Chelsea, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you look at a three-man midfield of N'Golo Kante, the beast, and he is brilliant, Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic, it's much better, isn't it, than having an aging Cesc Fabregas in there?
Yeah, I mean, Conte's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be a big loan fee, won't it? But it'll help him.
Probably.
And then with an option to buy.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Okay.
Right, so...
Keepers, so...
Literally a guy called Keeper, or Kappa, however you want to call it.
So, realistically, it looks like Madrid have got who they want, and so Chelsea have gone for looking to borrow someone from the ball. Well, they haven't brought him yet, but it seems to be very close as we report them.
£71.6 million.
So he could be already signed. Actually, I'm going to say he's already signed.
Courtois to Madrid, you're on about?
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it.
Oh yeah, I imagine that'll go through.
Just, remember that when you want your reliable sources. Heard it here first.
Just 6 weeks too late. Anyway, Keeper. Literally, a guy called Keeper.
So, I don't know. Do you know about him?
I heard about him briefly in January. It looked like he was on his way to Real Madrid for €20 million from Athletic Bilbao. Whatever reason, it didn't go through. And now, his stock's risen so much that they're going to break the transfer record set by Liverpool of 2 weeks ago, and they're going to buy him for $71.5 million. I mean, what the fuck? Is it a panic buy? Do you reckon Courtois has literally waited for the worst possible time to force through his move? He's gone to Chelsea and said, look...
I think he's gone to World Cup, thought, whatever, and then had a good World Cup, and then been like, oh shit, I want to go. And then they've been like, oh shit, we don't have a keeper if he goes.
He's probably sniffed out the interest from Madrid. His agent's probably told him, okay, right, you've got an offer on the table from Real Madrid. What do you think about that? He's thought, yes, please, I'll have some of that fucking now. And he's gone to Chelsea, in the worst possible way to force a move out of a club, as you can do. But he's waited until 4 days. I mean, the news of Courtois' Madrid deal came out like a month ago.
Yeah, it's stupid. But who else can they buy?
I mean, Jordan Pickford was rumoured. You're probably looking around the same price for him, aren't you? His stock's risen during the World Cup.
When Chelsea buy a keeper, then they've got the same issue.
Which is?
Like, they have to get a new keeper as well.
Oh, right. Oh, God, yeah.
So, if you're
they're going to go into the season with Robert Green.
You're like, oh, yo, can we get your keeper? And you're like, well, we need to get another keeper then. And it just starts the fucking keeper roundabout bullshit, doesn't it? So...
I haven't seen him play, but, if they're paying that much, he's got to be of quality, hasn't he?
Well, you'd hope so.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? Apparently he can play out from the back as well. Apparently good on the ball.
I can see...
Which is something that Sarri wants.
I can see a good keeper coming out of Bilbao.
Yeah, they've got a good system, haven't they? The Basque system.
But yeah, I'm not going to chat shit and pretend I know what I'm on about, because I don't.
No.
So we've done the big teams. So is there any?
We've done the Premier League.
Well,
unless you want to do one more.
I was just going to say any noticeable.
Any noticeable clubs?
Signings from smaller.
Signings. Okay.
Fulham.
Let me wrap my head.
Schürrle. I thought
Andre Schürrle to Fulham. Okay.
That was good for them. Really good.
Premier League experience. You can't go much better. He's won the bastard thing.
He's been at Dortmund. He's been at Wolfsburg. He's been at Chelsea. He's been everywhere, and he's got experience. And I'm presuming he's still quite good.
Okay, right. I'll go for one. I'm going to go for. You probably heard of him from Career Mode. Max Meyer.
Yes.
From Schalke, gone to Crystal Palace on a free transfer.
Right.
He's got caps for Germany. I think it's about 6 caps for Germany, or 4, something like that. A free transfer. He's on high wages, as you'd expect from a free, but
where was he
for a team like Crystal Palace?
Schalke.
Okay. You're talking about a player that's breaking into the German national team.
Yeah.
He must have experienced of Champions League football if he's come from Schalke as well.
So, yeah. Good. Good for them.
This is the guy that's fucking never heard of him at all.
No, I have heard of him. I swear down, man.
Right, okay, go on, you pick one. Go for one.
The big West Ham transfer.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got plenty to choose from, because they've just fucking splashed it. Go on.
Are you moving your mic?
No, go on.
Oh, okay. Felipe Anderson.
Okay.
Now, I remember him being linked to like big clubs.
Oh, do you remember do you remember the January window when Van Gaal was in charge? He was linked with Manchester United.
Yeah.
All month.
I mean, I think that'll be good for them, man. That'll be really good. I think West Ham are going for some big push now.
Well, it was a bit of a managerial coup to get Manuel Pellegrini in, wasn't it, from China?
And Pellegrini's like, you know, he won the Prem.
He's won the Premier League. You can't get better than that, can you?
He's got Prem experience. He's won the Prem. I mean, they're not gonna, but I think they should go for like.
They should be challenging for the 7th place.
8, 7, and then try
They
get,
should.
try get a cup.
The Premier League's it's like the big six, and then you've got the best of the rest, haven't you?
They need to be for,
West Ham should be aiming to get to the best.
They need to be for a cup as well, I'd say.
When was the last time West Ham won a cup?
I have no idea.
It's before my lifetime, surely.
But then again, it's hard because big teams go for them little cups now.
Yes.
But yeah, they can do it, man. I mean, they can do it. I mean,
all right, my go. I'm going to go for João Moutinho from Monaco to newly promoted Wolves for £5 million.
I have a good feeling.
I mean, talk about value for money.
Yeah. I think Wolves...
I mean, he's won the European Championship.
Yeah. But seems like a bit of a downgrade.
A downgrade?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for Moutinho?
Yeah.
Well, he's coming to the end of his career, isn't he? He's getting on. I mean, I'm presuming it's a year contract, might be 2. But it's a fresh challenge for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
He has never played in the Premier League before.
Get some money, man.
The Mendes connections in full effect.
I think Wolves will do well. So yeah, that's a good sign.
I'm going to like to see Wolves.
Me too.
I would like to see Wolves do well, actually. It'd be nice to get the old Premier League clubs back in the league.
So,
is that it? Are you done? Are you done with that?
Well, I was going to say Wilshere. I think it's good for West Ham.
Wilshere, yeah.
And they've got what's his name? The winger.
Well, I don't know. Yarmolenko.
Yeah.
Andrei Yarmolenko from Borussia Dortmund. Yeah. Don't know how much. It's an undisclosed transfer.
So
fee.
are they going for like a new team?
Yeah, they've got to be, haven't there? There's always the problem, isn't there, with bringing in
Is anyone
like 6, 7 faces and just bedding them in.
Oh yeah, this can go disastrously. Have they lost anyone?
Okay, right. So Marcus Brown to Oxford on loan, free transfers. Most notable ones are Cheku Kouyaté. He's gone to Crystal Palace for an undisclosed fee.
I think they'll do alright, man. It depends how they settle in. If they don't settle in well, they're fucked. But if they do, then they can do very well. I think Everton buying
Richarlison from Watford.
I think he was sick, man. He got me some fancy football.
Well, I mean, I bet you gave up fancy football after half a season, didn't you?
No.
What, you carried it on?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can never... I'm going to have to do it this year, but...
We'll do it, and then whoever loses has to do something bad.
Alright, that's another thing. Alright, we'll do that. We'll probably put that in the podcast from next week onwards anyway.
Yeah.
Bit of a fancy Premier League showing. That'd be a good idea, actually. We'll do that. Anyway, Richarlison, go on.
I just think he's like good. He scores, he assists. He's been in a team which I don't think the team was that good.
What, Watford?
Yeah, I don't think they're good. Man.
He's standard run of the mill sort of just escape relegation every year, and we're happy with it.
I feel like at Everton you could do better. A lot better. But
It should be, especially under Marco Silva as well.
See. So I think that's the Prem wrapped up.
You want to round the prep up? All right, I'll be back with what we go. We're going with European leagues. Let's go for it. Right, European leagues, memorable. I mean, there's been quite a lot of activity, hasn't there, in the continent?
So, I think the biggest.
Go on, we've got to start with the big one, haven't we?
The Juventus.
Speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? This transfer.
I think they can legit win the Champions League with Ronaldo. He is.
You think Juventus will win in the Champions League?
$1,000,000,000.
That's a big call. That is a big call.
I'm gonna bet on that. They're gonna win. They're just gonna. They've been that close. They're like, fucking hell, come on, like, just win. They're gonna win.
You think Ronaldo's the final piece to their European puzzle?
I mean, they've got Costa permanently now. That was a transfer. Costa's good. They got Dybala.
I mean, Dybala will only get
Dybala,
better.
Ronaldo, and Costa. They're gonna rip shit up. And then they got the new little defender.
Yeah, Cancelo. Decent season at Inter Milan on loan. Where was he from? Was he from Benfica? Sevilla, was it? Wow.
I think so.
Fair enough. Anyway, he's gone to Juventus. I mean, they've basically got the monopoly on Serie A, haven't they? I mean, if they don't win that, then either they've gone wrong or somebody has hit the fucking jackpot.
So that's pretty much that. Boss.
Right, AC Milan.
Yeah.
Business.
So they've got Higuain,
Gonzalo Higuain, yeah, on a season-long loan. But they had to pay 16 million euros for a loan. Do you remember when we signed Falcao on deadline day? And it was a €6 million loan fee, and everyone lost their fucking mind. Do you remember? They were like, oh my god, they've paid £6 million for a loan fee? Fucking stupid fucks. No. You have to pay what they want.
Anyway.
But Bonucci to Juventus as well.
Yeah.
He left AC Milan after a year.
Bonucci's good.
Bonucci and Chiellini back together, but the only reason Bonucci left was because he had a fucking Barney with Max Allegri. Do you reckon they'll be able to put that behind them and move on?
I don't think they would have brought him if they couldn't. It would be a waste of time, wouldn't it?
No.
So I think they will.
Fair enough. Okay, what about AC Milan? Where'd you see them finishing this season in the Serie A?
Didn't they get 9 goals as well?
No, that was Inter Milan. It's going to be tough because there's only 3 places to fight for in Italy for the Champions League.
I think third, man. I think
third?
Yeah, I think Napoli will get second.
Fair enough.
Or maybe... Yeah, I'd say Napoli. They're not going to do any better than second, let's be real.
No, probably not. Right, so Cristiano Ronaldo's gone to Juventus. That has left a gaping hole in Real Madrid's starting 11, which you think they need to replace a 50-goal a season forward, right? Will it happen?
No.
Eden Hazard?
Who would Chelsea going to
What's your take? I probably don't think Madrid are caring about that, to be honest.
If Chelsea lose Hazard, then they get some bang average fucking Joe from down the street, I thought.
They'll probably. The Chelsea fans love Callum Hudson-Odoi. I mean, I've seen him playing pre-season and in the Charity Shield as well. For 17 years old, he is a hell of a talent. I know Chelsea don't give English youth a chance,
but Hazard, is he? Like if they lose,
he's not Hazard, no.
Keeper, They've got that bullshit. They've got a new manager. They've got Hazard gone. They're fucked. Morata's
there's a lot of revolving door, isn't there?
Morata's just rubbish, and they're fucked. They're really fucked if that happens.
It's definitely a transition
Because
period,
I feel
isn't
like
it, for Stamford
they'll
Bridge?
have that transition, and they're going to be extra fucked because they're going to have to wait till next season to transition into even a team they want to be.
It's a long-term plan, and they've got to stick to it. If they don't stick to it, then they shouldn't have hired him in the first place. They should have gone for somebody else.
I don't know. We'll see. Also, a little mention of Lamar to Atletico.
That's a good piece of business, I think, especially for the price as well.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, man, go there, and if he does well there, then he'll be able to go to a big club.
Oh, you're not rating Atletico Madrid as a big
I'm
club,
rating
then?
it as a big club, but I just feel like it's that extra level. I'm on about like Juventus, sort of. I feel like he's going to go Juventus, man, in a few years. Ronaldo's going.
They like a winger, don't they? They do like a foreign winger, Juventus.
Like I'm going to bet on that, man.
You'll have to request a bet on Sky Bet. Right, okay. We've done right. Spanish League. There's only one big team that we haven't talked about in Spain yet. Barcelona.
Right, Vidal is.
You want to start with Vidal? Okay.
Like Clooney's going out. He was good.
I was genuinely surprised when Barcelona announced that they were signing Vidal.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, he's good. He's proven, and I guess they're just filling the gap quickly. I think that's it.
I think he'll add. He'll definitely give a more physical dimension to Barcelona's play, especially after losing Paulinho as well. They probably needed to bring one back in.
Good,
what, Paulinho?
He's wasted him in China. That's bullshit.
Well, he went to China before, and then he came back to Barca, and now he's gone back to China. It's clever play from a financial point. Anyway, Malcolm. There was a big fucking hoo-ha about this, weren't there, with the Roma?
Yes. He's young. He's 21. So.
What do you think? Do you think he's starting? I mean, you've got Ousmane Dembele still there, who's looking like he'll leave the club. Did they even need Malcolm in the first place?
Oh, I don't know, actually, yeah. Maybe they're just looking ahead. I mean, I'm on about, like, past Messi in the head.
I don't know. I mean, he's still very rough around the edges. I mean, if he can add consistency to his play, then he'll be a success. But it was the same story with Dembele. Last season when Barcelona bought Dembele, it's the same story. I don't know.
It's risky.
Yeah. Well, especially after paying all that money on Dembele as well. How much? Nearly £100 million, wasn't it?
Maybe they're just trying to get that next big thing.
Maybe. I mean, maybe they've just done it to steal a march on the likes of Roma.
I don't know. I can't see them doing that just for their shits and people. But it's Barca, so I trust them with it. I don't think they're going to play him.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? I mean, they don't really have. They're not really known to have too many duds transfer-wise.
Teams to put him in.
Yeah. All right, last one. Clement Longley. Not really known about defender in England, is he?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You don't know anything about him, do you?
Seville, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, Sevilla. I mean, they've had another good season, haven't they? I think they're qualified for the Champions League again.
Oh, shit. And then they get knocked out and then win the Europa.
And then they'll fucking win the Europa. That's the Sevilla story. But they had a good run in the Champions League as well, didn't they? Got to the quarter-final. Beat Manchester United on the way.
In that fucking league, like, you might as well go and win Europas, because it's hard to win anything else.
Yeah, it is.
if say like I don't know, Everton were winning Europa League at the time, it'd be like, yeah, good for you.
I mean, it's squad depth, isn't it? That's the Longley signing. It's squad
I think
depth.
that's another future sort of development. They must be looking forward to Barca because they've got a lot of young players now.
Yeah, I mean Malcolm, Longley, Vidal's the only really experienced, aged player
I think I just did that
to be brought in.
Get the shit together.
Valverde must have a plan.
I trust.
Do you know what I mean? He bought Coutinho in the January window. He bought Yerry Mina in, even though he's fucking him off again.
They know what to do.
I think they'll do well.
So, well, I think that's about it.
That's it, mate. Don't know about you, but I've got to go for a turd.
No.
So I think we should end it here. It's been fun, hasn't it? Eh?
I actually love that.
Oh, that's
so,
good.
Like, that's one of the best times I've had in ages. Which is actually.
I'm gonna enjoy this week after week.
That's actually sad. I don't know. It's just really fun.
Fair enough. Well,
it's interesting.
we're gonna enjoy it. All right, we'll be back next week. We'll have someone else with us. We'll probably be back next week. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
other
the fucking
member,
plan.
he's not here yet.
The other member is not here because he's fucked off Twitter.
He's got to fill our,
leaving us
he's
in
got
the
to
shit.
fill our, racial quota.
Fucking hell, don't say that. We've got to attract sponsors. Do not even mention the word race.
Okay.
That'll be cut. Don't worry. All right, see you next week.
Bye.